Search and rescue crews spent hours today looking for a driver who drove right into the Willamette River as cars were waiting to get aboard a ferry in Marion County.
That search has now been called off, at least for the night, but recovery efforts will pick up again tomorrow morning. Our Fox 12's Kandra Kent brings us the very latest.
That SUV crashed into the river here just after 4 this afternoon as several other vehicles were waiting to get onto the Wheatland Ferry in rural Marion County just north of Kaiser. We do have Air 12 video that shows the river rescue teams looking for that SUV and any signs of the driver. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says witnesses reported only seeing one person inside the SUV. The SUV was already underwater by the time emergency crews arrived. Crews were not able to find the SUV, and the Sheriff's Office says deputies do not know who was inside. Matheny Road was closed during the search efforts. It is now back open. Today, we spoke with a woman who was waiting to get on the ferry. Sherry McDonald says the SUV came up from behind her, passed her on the left, and then drove straight into the water. McDonald says she could see the driver was a woman. She says the ferry was on the opposite side of the river at the time, and it doesn't appear that this was an accident.
She drove in with such purpose. She wouldn't unroll her windows. She wouldn't communicate with anybody. It was just the most horrific thing I've ever witnessed.
McDonald says the SUV was briefly caught on the ferry cable. She says another witness sprung into action.
The woman that was trying to talk to her actually jumped into the water to try to go over and help her, but she only went so far and had to come back in because the current was so strong she couldn't make it.
Recovery efforts will resume again tomorrow morning. The Sheriff's Office says the boat launch will be closed, but the ferry will be operating as usual. Reporting tonight in Marion County, Kandra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.